everyone, and welcome to our new video series on facilitating mural templates. My name is Nut. I am a trainer at the RCEP Center here in Bangkok. In this video series, we will feature these 7 mural templates in 7 video clips. And as your facilitator, I will take you through each mural template according to this agenda. First of all, we will define what that mural template is and what are some uses that you could apply to your training. Then we will introduce you to some preparation steps that you could take a day before the training, including some logistics to coordinate with your students beforehand. Last but not least, we will include short demo or a short simulation of how we use these templates in our real class at our center. Without further ado, if you're ready, let's get started.
Hi, camera!
Can someone explain what show and tell is?
Show and tell is where you bring a toy and show. That's why it's called showing it. And the tell part is that you tell them about it and they can ask questions. That's why it's called show and tell. Oh. Let's get started. Let's get started, people.
All right, everyone, close your eyes.
Open your eyes. This is one of my favorite toys. I named it Yellow Bear because it's yellow and it's a bear. Sometimes in the morning I play dress up with him and I dress it up. Who'll give it to you? My dad. Is it a boy or a girl? It's a boy. Is it always yellow? Yes. Does anyone want to touch him? Me. Okay, we'll go around in a circle. Ooh, it's very fast. This is so heavy. Come back here, teddy bear. I could carry him with probably one finger. Oh, probably not. No, you can't. Are there any more questions? No.
Hi!
Ni hao.
Hola!
Annyeong.
Who here speaks English? Ooh, all right. Today we are doing show and tell languages.
मेरा नाम अमीर है मैं 10 साल का हूँ और मैं 5th grade में हूँ हम दोस्त बनेंगे
I think that's something to do with like I am in 5th grade or
Yes,
something. Hindi.
yeah it's a mix of that and Urdu. Do you want to know a word?
Candy.
मिठाई
I like mithai.
yeah
I like meat. I like meat. How about I like food.
मुझे खाना पसंद है
Mujhe
खाना पसंद है
hey.
मुझे खाना पसंद है
Mujhe khana I gave up at the end.
Do you guys ever feel embarrassed about your second language?
When they're like, say something in this language, and I'm like, that awkward moment at school. Relatable.
My parents were from India so they like taught it to me and the way that helped is that they were always watching Bollywood movies.
What is a Bollywood?
Bollywood is the Indian Hollywood. I'm gonna teach you guys a Bollywood move. Your foot is literally.
This is hard.
Oh my god.
So as you saw in the video, show and tell can be really fun when done in class. We can use it from self-introduction session at the beginning of the class, or during the class if there's a monotony or people start to get bored, you can use it as an icebreaker. If you have diversity in your audience, you can also use it to introduce a cultural exchange experience so that people can share the culture or the things from where they come from. The structure of the show and tell activity usually starts from you as the facilitator giving the context of your presentation by telling the topic of show and tell. Then tell your expectation to your audience how you want them to participate and when. Also, as a facilitator, it is good that in the content of your presentation, you start from modeling the behavior So you do the first show and tell, then invite others to do the same. Then there are many ways to conclude out your session. You can conclude by asking a debrief question that is reflective on the learning on that topic. You can conclude with a moral of the story, a good quote, or even conclude with only a plain ending statement. So now we're going to take a look at a few things we should prepare before our training day. Of course, the first thing that comes to mind is what are you going to present about? So prepare your topic and delivery structure. And especially if you aim to use Mural, go into Mural and read some instructions on the Mural templates that could be relevant to your use. In our case, we're going to use show and tell. So in a minute, I'm going to take you to that Mural template to see what are available. Once you click into Mural, then clear your Mural template. If you don't use them, clear them, leaving only the things that are relevant and important for the audience to see, and remove things that the audience don't need to see. Last, don't forget to schedule a Zoom meeting with your participants. In order to get into Mural, come to Google Chrome, which works best with Mural. You can use other browsers too, but they're not going to be as good as Google Chrome. Type in mural.com and sign in. Once you are signed in, you will get a dashboard like mine. And again, because in this program, we assign you the template, so we're going to go to templates on this left-hand side bar. Go to the search box and type in show and tell. Once Mural helps you find show and tell template, click on it and you will see the whole canvas. Be mindful that this is just a template, so you can't do anything with it yet. After I've reviewed all the agenda, I would just create Mural from template. Then rename my canvas. Now, the landmark of my country. Again, once you rename your Mural canvas, it's gonna automatically save on your dashboard. Then these planning steps are not relevant to my audience because they're just gonna listen to it from me, or I will have to be the one telling them at the beginning of the presentation. And mostly the Mural plans are not my plans, so I have two choices. Either I would hide this content by clicking the eye, or I might remove this topic from outline. Be mindful though that even you remove the topic from the outline, the content still stays there. As you can see, I cannot do anything with the content right now because they are all locked. In order to delete this part, you have to unlock all the elements first. You can unlock each element or you can unlock all the elements, and after you finish editing or removing the unwanted stuff, you can lock the whole canvas again. So for now, I'm just going to unlock all and click on many of the elements that I don't want at once so that I can delete them at one time. Once I'm done removing all the unwanted elements, I would edit the instruction to fit my purpose of presentation too. And say only facilitators can unlock. And so now all the elements are locked again. So now that you have prepared your Mural template, I would like to suggest that you come back to prepare on your content and delivery. I personally like to use this template of the lesson plan to kind of ground my thinking. It has a well-structured framework of thought on what I should keep in mind. So in today's demo, my topic will be famous landmark from your country. This session is going to last 15 minutes and the target audience will be with my cohort students. After you have planned on your content of delivery and prepared your Mural template, now is the time to go schedule the Zoom meeting. So go to Zoom, log in, click schedule meeting, then save your meeting, And you will see that the meeting is automatically saved on your dashboard again. So in order to send the invitation, come here to the meeting that you just scheduled, click on the three dots, then copy invitation. Once you come to your email, you can paste or control V, and then you will have the Zoom link ready to be sent to whoever are your cohort. So now that we have set up everything a day before the training, on the training day, it is still very important to come in an hour early to make sure every setup is still there. So once I have logged in both on Zoom and the Mural board, I will start the meeting. So from this point onward, I am going to pretend like the real class has already started. There are parts that I might put in parenthetical talk just to convey what you have to prepare or look for during the real class. First, please make sure that you have the gallery view on so that you can see everybody in the classroom. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to my Zoom session on Mural Experience. My name is Newt. I am going to be your facilitator for the next 15 minutes. Usually in the real classroom, we introduce norm at the beginning of the class. In this class, the only norm I ask is to please be patient with technology and me because this online training is new and it could be challenging, but please stick with us for the next 15 minutes. In today's 15 minutes, we're going to explore a platform called Mural by doing an activity called Show and Tell. If you have done a show and tell activity before. If you have done one, please raise your hand either physically as I see you now or by virtual hand, which you can find on the reaction button at the bottom of your screen. Then, Betty, since you are the only one who raised your hand, could you please tell us what show and tell have you done before? Betty, I cannot hear you. Maybe that's the microphone technical issue. So if you can type your answer in the chat box, we will appreciate it. So first, I'm going to spend about 3 minutes in explaining what the Mural board looks like and what tools are available for us to use there. Once I'm done with my demo, I am going to copy the link, paste it in the chat box for you to follow me to the Mural board. In today's session, if we are using the Mural board, I am just going to use Zoom for our audio. So we're gonna just focus on one or the other. Let me first show you what the Mural board looks like. Let's first see how we can navigate around this big canvas. If you're using the mouse or a touchpad, zoom in or zoom out the way you would usually do. The way to navigate around this is to use the trackpad over on the bottom right hand side of your screen. If you click minus, you're going to be zooming out. If you click plus, you're going to be zooming in. Another helpful trackpad for me is the outline over here. So if you can't find your mouse or your sticky note anymore, you can zoom out and come back to our work area with just one click on the outline topic like this. Now that you know how to navigate around the Mural canvas, I'd like to show you a few tools that we're going to use today. First and foremost, if you come to the left-hand side of the screen, you will see the toolbars in Mural. You can do many things, starting from the most famous and the most often used tool, which is the sticky note. You can choose a sticky note of any size, any shape, any color by dragging and dropping it to the place you want it to be. And because it's too small, I would just click on the object again and expand it to the size you want. Then I double click and put in my name there. And once you click out, the sticky note is an object that you can move around as well. The second tool is the icons. In your class, if you want to give people some emotion stickers, you can come to icon and find the sticker or the icon that best represents your action. For example, I love this idea. I might click on the heart icon, drag it to the place where I would like to say that, put it as a sticker on that post-it note. And the third tool we're going to explore is called the images. And in today's show and tell, we're going to explore something called the landmark in your country. So if I type in here Thailand, there are certain images that pop up. Say the landmark that best represents us is this one. You can drag and drop it over to the space that you plan to use, like this. Funner thing about picture on Mural is that you can add .gif. There is an animated picture of places in Thailand. All right, so those are the basic 4 tools that we're going to use on Mural today. Now that you have the link to Mural, click on that link in the chat box and follow me to the Mural board. So now that you're on the canvas with me, I'm going to summon you to the first work area that we're going to focus on, which is claim your sticky note. If you have many people in the session already, you'll be able to click on your icon, your name, and then you'll be able to click on the facilitator superpower, which is summon. I would summon everyone to the workspace, then give the instruction. So claim your sticky note by putting your name on one of these and drag it down to the photo area to claim your photo space. I will give you 1 minute to do that, so please take your time. So let's say the 1 minute is up, or everybody has put their names on all the photo areas. I would continue with my next instruction is to prepare for your show and tell. Use the image function right here, and then find up to 3 photos that represent the landmark of your country. So choose up to 3 photos, put them in the photo area that you just claimed, and after 3 minutes, we're going to ask you to show and tell. After your show and tell, we're going to ask if the participants has any Q&As at the end. So once I'm done with the 3 minutes waiting, I would come back to facilitate each photo by going to the outline and say, let's go with Kunut number 1, right? So could you please show and tell what your landmark in your countries are, right? And in each photo, you might tell the participants, we only have 1 minute for you to show and tell, 1 minute for the Q&A. Once you're done with everything, don't forget to conclude out your session. I hope the demo has given you a basic idea of what a show and tell structure on a mural looks like. Before I end the clip, I'd just like to bring in the point that, especially for online training, every minute counts. So having a structure in mind so that you can deliver your speech or your presentation in that structure will help your audience stay with you. 2 basic structures that are used in the training world a lot are one from Aristotle. He says, at the beginning, tell them what you're going to tell them. Tell them your content. And lastly, after you've done everything, tell them what you've told them. That goes with the hamburger structure in terms of structuring your mind to give the context first, then give the content. Sometimes I signpost things so that they're easy to follow. And lastly, before you go, conclude the session nicely. I hope this video has been helpful. If you want me to improve on anything, feel free to comment in the comment section below. I want to do this more effective every day. So I hope to see you in the next clip. Thank you very much and good luck.